Beach. And again, the speeds are high, 101, 100 miles an hour. Luckily, this time of night, not a lot of other traffic, other cars on the road. Can't tell exactly what kind of vehicle that is, but it is quite capable, as we can see, of reaching those speeds. And he is weaving through traffic, putting other drivers at risk. One wonders what caused this. What is the reason for this driver to take off? Is there another story? Is there a backstory behind this? And is that the reason why someone who was being pulled over by police decided to up and run like this? What's it looking like now? It looks like there's some more traffic ahead.
Yeah, that traffic is really concerning me because he's not slowing down for it. He's literally looking for little gaps, any room that he could find to speed past anybody here, trying to put distance between him and those pursuing officers. He seems to know that if he goes fast enough, he may have a chance here, and he may have a chance if he continues these reckless speeds. They will be forced to put this in surveillance mode. The thing is, that helicopter will not lose sight of him, but he is traveling at extremely dangerous speeds through this traffic, and again, when he encounters any obstacles whatsoever, he has no problem weaving right around, narrowly missing vehicles and other obstacles in his way here, and those CHP units doing a tremendous job actually able to keep up with him. I mean, he's been doing speeds well in excess of 110 miles per hour. Now southbound 710, seeing a little bit more traffic here, but he's using the shoulder when he needs to, and every other piece of pavement that he could get his wheels on, he's using it. He is basically running for it until the end here, taking the 710 all the way south here as we make our way past Atlantic Boulevard. Through the Southgate area. He really is showing no signs of slowing down at all, Mark.
All right, and as we look ahead, what is up ahead of him? We've got, I guess, the Century Freeway, the 91 Freeway potentially, or other directions that he can go. But if he stays on the 710, he's going to dump out in the city of Long Beach. It ends there.
Right, and I presume, although it's difficult to predict, that he's going to stay on these freeways as long as he can. So he's either going to take the 91, as you mentioned, or take this down into Long Beach. And at that point, it's really anybody's guess as to how he handles this vehicle. But he really is running as if he intends on getting away here, unless he, well, I mean, you can never really put yourself in the minds of these guys, especially at these speeds. You just have so many variables at play. Do we know whether he's under the influence or anything like that? You have to believe there's more to the story here than just a failure to yield. He is running from something serious to put all these people in, not let alone his own safety at risk here. These are very dangerous speeds, and now you see about as close as CHP has been during this entire pursuit, no more than 4 car lengths behind him at speeds upwards of 105 miles per hour.
And I'm told this may be an Infiniti Q50. We've got a car guy who works in our promotions department, Chris, and he says that this looks like it's an Infiniti Q50. I'm going to try to look up the capabilities of this vehicle and see what it's capable of and how fast it can go, and what we're in for here.
Mark, look at this. Getting off the freeway for the first time. Now he's going to be on surface streets, and this is about to get much dicier.
Thank you.
Perhaps, let's hope not, but perhaps even scary.
I thought it was about to hit that
driving
car.
We're seeing here just is worrisome, to say the least. Okay, on to Firestone we go. CHP navigating the turn with him. Now coming westbound on Firestone, indeed an Infiniti sedan. You can see those units making the turn with him here. He's got a lot more traffic to contend with. He's got that right lane at his disposal here. We'll see if he starts slowing down for some of these red lights, but right now he's still doing way above the speed limit here. He's going with the flow of traffic. We'll see what he resorts to here, because those units are indeed closing in. So CHP continuing to apply pressure here. That airship continuing to shine a light on that suspect, and that's doing a real public service, because at least the people that are down there know that there is police activity in their vicinity. And now he's making a southbound turn onto Atlantic Avenue off of Firestone. Very little traffic on Atlantic apparently, and he's continuing at some pretty dangerous speeds here, but looking to make another turn into a neighborhood. Now we're going to be in a residential area as he makes a left turn off of Atlantic onto Branyan Avenue, a left turn there, onto Branyan Avenue, an industrial area that is going to provide some opportunity for him, but it will also provide opportunity for those units on the ground to execute a pit maneuver if he slows down. Obviously, that's going to be the key there. If he slows down, this is going to be a safe area to try and bring this to an end here. He doesn't have a lot of places to run and hide, but of course, we'll see what he decides to do once this does come to an end. He just circled that block after getting off of Firestone, or off of Atlantic, I should say. So now weaving his way through this industrial park here, lots of warehouses and other commercial businesses coming back out onto Atlantic. Didn't like that, almost looking like he's playing a game of Pac-Man, looking for that opening, Mark.
Yeah, and that would have been a good place if they had gotten close enough, if the speeds were appropriate. Would have been a great place for a pit. Lots of high fences, no pedestrians, no residential homes there. He just ran through a red light. You've got CHP in pursuit now on the surface streets as well. Look at what's the speed at this point?
Yeah, he's continuing at about 50 miles per hour, just above the speed limit, but not slowing down for any of these intersections and continuing to blow through red lights. CHP backed off briefly, but continuing to try and make their way back up to him. They're trying to catch up. I saw that one unit slow down, another unit joined the pursuit. It might have been a handoff, quite frankly, but in any event, they are trying to keep up with him, and you still see that night sun overhead here doing about 70 miles per hour down Salt Lake Avenue now as he makes his way westbound on Salt Lake. Again, a very commercial area. He's got a big rig making the turn in front of him here. He's going to make a sharp U-turn here. No, he's going to go around. Going around the tractor trailer. CHP navigating that trailer with him and continuing westbound on Salt Lake Avenue there. So he had an opportunity to make a hairpin turn there into a residential area, but no, he is continuing down Salt Lake rather, and he's going to head back towards the 710, I believe, unless have we already made our way past there? But anyways, he does have another freeway coming up here, but right now he does seem to be committed to Salt Lake Avenue.
All right, and when you look around, excuse me, this also appears to be kind of an industrial area. That's good news. You don't want him going through a residential area at these speeds, certainly. Pushing 60 miles an hour. The speed limit on that street has to be somewhere around 35, but look at him blowing through the stop signs. He has gone through red lights. You do see residential properties on the right. To the left are railroad tracks as he continues down Salt Lake Avenue, but a wide open road in front of him. Does it appear that he's heading? Looks like Florence Avenue is the next major up ahead. You did see a couple of people there walking on the sidewalk. So if you're in this neighborhood of Salt Lake Avenue, Walnut Street, and again, points beyond this, in this general area, please stay indoors. Don't go outside because this is heading your way and the speeds are dangerous, as well as the tactics that this person is using. He's blowing through red lights, blowing through stop signs, blowing through intersections, and putting people at risk, luckily at a time when there are not a lot of people out and about.
You're right, Mark. If we were witnessing this at any other time of the day, I mean, you just can't even imagine, because the way he's driving, the speeds he's going, you just know that somebody's going to get hurt. In this case, on a Friday night, he seems to be finding a lot of open roadway to play with here, and hopefully at some point this will come to a peaceful end. But at these speeds, all bets are off, and he is really showing no regard for anybody's safety here as he's continuing to travel at a high rate of speed on surface streets, weaving through traffic, weaving around traffic, going through red lights here. Any cross traffic in his way here, and they're in trouble. You can see going through that green light, but CHP still applying pressure here despite the dangerous driving. They are managing to keep up with him, and that
AC7, our coverage of this pursuit. AC7, our coverage of this pursuit will continue wherever you stream Eyewitness News. Stay with us.
Sharp turn.
All right, Mark Brown and Chris Christie in Air 7 covering this pursuit. We do not yet know what caused this driver to take off.
Help me out with the like button, please.
He or she has been driving erratically and at very high speeds on freeways and on surface streets in the south and southeast area of Los Angeles, Long Beach, Southgate. Let's get more from Chris in Air 7. Chris?
Yeah, turning off of Firestone there, Mark. Now southbound on Pacific Boulevard, continuing at a high rate of speed here with no intention of slowing down, blowing through red lights here. A little more car traffic, but for the most part, he's had a lot of empty roadway to really take advantage of here, and those CHP units are taking advantage as well. They really don't have many tactics that they can employ at these speeds unless he slows down, but really they are at his mercy. But he's got the potential to, I'm sorry, we're just trying to navigate this, Mark. He's got the potential to really get people hurt here at these speeds. I mean, anything is possible. He's now getting into a more residential neighborhood here as he's pulled off of Pacific Boulevard, now going the opposite direction. He doesn't really seem to have a clear destination in mind. You're starting to see more random twists and turns as he tries to navigate this part of South LA here. CHP not even showing any sign of falling back yet. You can see he's continuing through another red light here, past cross traffic. We haven't seen a whole lot of cross traffic as he approaches these intersections, but we haven't seen a lot of hard braking either. He's just zooming right through them and trying to continue this ride here. He knows that pressure is on, and he's just not stopping.
The violations are piling up with each there is a point at which it becomes felony evading, and that is to be decided by whoever the prosecutor ends up being in this case once this suspect is brought to heel and brought into custody, which we can assume will in fact happen. That is the desired outcome here for
that's right, Mark.
everybody.
Now making, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, we just lost you for 1 second. I didn't mean to interrupt. We're now making a right turn, going westbound or eastbound on Florence Avenue. Eastbound Florence, back towards the 710. No, he's making another right turn. He's starting to do a real loop around here, and that might provide some opportunity for a spike strip. He's now making another immediate right. That's when you start to see real signs of hiding out. If he sees any opportunity here to dump the vehicle, you just might see that happen here. But he is showing a lot of immediate right turns here. Very random, unclear whether he's familiar with this neighborhood. But again, we should reiterate, this all started, Mark, all the way out in Pomona and made his way here into South LA. So he's toying with these cops, and they are not letting up whatsoever. You have to wonder what other charges may be stacking up here aside from all the traffic violations. What crimes have been committed to warrant this kind of a chase? This is a wild and dangerous pursuit, just about the 6th or 7th that we've seen this week. But now coming to a stop. Coming to a stop suddenly in the middle of Florence Avenue at Stafford Avenue behind the building. CHP now cornering the suspect behind this building right here as we try and come around here. It looks like they are out of their vehicles and he's inching forward. Suspect inching forward, and the pursuit is going to be back on here. Well, no. Somebody may have gotten out. Oh no, that's a different vehicle. That was a different vehicle.
Car, yeah.
That was another car. I apologize. We've got one person being extracted here. Rob, did you see anybody else? Just the driver. Only the driver inside the vehicle. The doors have been popped open. They're going to pop open that trunk in a second, but this does appear to be a code 4. The driver of that Infiniti now being taken into custody after, as I mentioned, just a wild and insanely fast chase. Started in Pomona, ending all the way out here in South LA. Finally, thankfully, nobody hurt here, Mark.
All right. Well, it's a good outcome for everybody involved, really. Even the suspect, when you think about it, because he could have been severely injured or even killed in a crash had that happened. So everybody is going to be safe here. The suspect going to be safely placed in jail, and the officers will be safe and will get to go home at the end of the evening. And the pursuit is now over. Another pursuit ending in Los Angeles on this Friday night. Chris Christie in Air 7, thank you for your coverage. Thank you for your crew and your pilot. And that concludes our coverage of this pursuit.
Be right here. It's not luxury.
Happy Friday. Hey, happy Friday to you, too. Nothing but positive vibes in the arena today. I don't know. I guess that's it.
I should just go. Yeah, bedtime. Bedtime.
Nice.
Bedtime. All right, you guys have a good night. Good night. I'm tired. See you in 5 minutes. Yeah, seriously, right? Those posts can't post them. All right, guys. Good night. Take care. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, I wasn't even going to hit end. I was just going to shut down the computer. All right.